Welcome to Wrinkle Society of Hope. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for continuing to support Wrinkles. Today, you are going to hear an amazing story from one of our Wrinkles women. And if you would like, please hit subscribe and share our Wrinkles channel. Hit that notification bell so you can hear about the new stories that come forward. And we are also on Apple Podcasts and we are on Spotify. So you can listen in if you're unable to view the YouTube channel. I'm so happy you're here and I hope I get an interview with you. Wrinkles family, I am back and I am here with this dynamic woman in the community. So I chased her down and got her to come to the Wrinkles family. So I'm gonna have her introduce herself.
Hello, my name is Shaniqua and I am the founder, executive director of, Seventh Dream Helping Hearts.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming today. And I see that you have this youthful face, probably because you do so many amazing youthful things. So I don't see any wrinkles.
Not yet.
Not yet. But how do you think you would feel if you would get a physical wrinkle?
You know, I thought about the question and I said, I think I would be honored. Because I would say you should get them usually around old age. So that means I made it. So I'll be.
Well, that's true. It's a badge of honor, really, to be able to say you made it that far, especially with things that are going on in life and people, going through things. It's just a blessing to make it to another day, So, yeah, I see that honor. Great. Awesome. And as we go through our lives and we get some badge of honor, sometimes we get some things that kind of make us feel like we done been through some stuff. Can you share a moment that you had to press through?
I would probably say the most difficult thing where I really had to press through was I am dealing with divorce and a custody battle. And it's been so much more to just those two words, dealing with that situation. So only thing I can really do is take God with me. Pray for strength to get through it. Pray for understanding and just for his will to be done.
Yeah. Yeah. What's making it the hardest part? What's the hardest part about it?
Well, the thing is, the divorce is over. The divorce has been over for several years now. But another situation has came up where we found out it was molestation involved. And instead of the courts doing their job and putting him in jail, they didn't. So now he's taking me to court for custody. So that's the most difficult thing. It's like, you know what you've done. And why are you fighting for custody? You know who you are. You know what type of person you are. Why are you fighting for custody? So that's the difficult thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounds hard because having the battle and going through that every day is just, it has to be so difficult.
Yep, it definitely is. So it's dealing with healing. But then you can't even heal because you're still dealing with it. It's like, go away, let us heal. You go fix yourself and just let us move forward. So that's the most difficult thing.
What advice would you give to someone who is dealing with something similar? What advice would you give that person?
The biggest thing I will always say is when your child says something, believe them. I myself, it was nothing there. It was nothing there that I would have even thought. So, only thing I can say is when your child is doing certain things or, stuff that they know better, try to get down to the bottom of it. One thing that I said to my child, which brought everything out, and I'm a big believer of, is hurt people hurt people. Who's hurting you? So I would just say, listen to your child, look at signs, and just is the sad reality is it doesn't matter who the person is. It doesn't matter how long you know them. It doesn't matter their situation in your life, family, anything. Anything can be anything could be anybody can hurt you. So it's just stay prayed up, keep your eyes open, protect your children, listen to them.
Listen to them. Yeah. I love that you said hurt people hurt people. And I think that is so true. It's so true. You know, I think there are times that people tell you that they're hurting and you don't even listen to those people saying that they're hurting. And then when they turn around and hurt other people, you know, it's like, oh, now I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's why mental health, I think, is so important nowadays, is getting that mental health support, finding mental health, even life coaches or just mental health providers to help us go through hurtful tragedies and situations in life,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And as you're pressing through all these things, the hurt, and standing strong, and at the same time helping other people while you're dealing with your things, you say you got a t-shirt made today. What would that t-shirt say?
I think I would have to say heart given by God. I've always said my whole entire life, I've been a giver, a helper. It didn't matter what people did to me. It didn't matter how bad it hurted or, even me saying, I'm done, leave me alone,
Yeah.
It's a heart of God. God is always forgiving. God is always there. And I would have to say, I feel like that's where my heart came from. It definitely is. It's no other explanation to it. So that's what my shirt would say.
I love it. I love it. And I already, like I said, I just met you through social Facebook kind of stalking and see the heart that you have. Can you tell us what you're doing in the community, how you're spreading your heart amongst the community?
Yes, definitely. Just to go back a little bit, because it's going to tell you exactly why I started what I started. I was in foster care from the age of 8 months old up until 15. A big part of it, I lived with family. So I was with my family a good 8-9 years of it, and it wasn't really any situations there. But as a teen, I was put back in foster care. And I think that had to be the most horrible time that anybody can be in foster care. You're already labeled. Somebody is already figuring they know who you are or what you're going to do. You're blamed for things. You're abused. You're mistreated. You're treated like a slave. It was horrible. At 15, I went back home. And even when I went back home, my mom was like, I don't want you. Where else can you put her at? So at 15, I became a single mom. I mean, not a single mom. I was single, but I was a teen mom at 15. I got pregnant with my son. And my mom said, figure it out. I'm not helping you. So at 15, not only being a teen that's already been in foster care, but now you're back home and you still don't have the support, I reached out to my community. And my community helped me be the person that I am today. So it helped me be a mom. It helped me grow up. I met a lot of great people along the way that just pretty much said, keep your head up. You got this. And I also met a lot of people in my same situation, or maybe a little different because maybe they weren't in foster care, but that looked up to me, as a role model or there for assistance. At 18 years old, I end up having custody of a friend, and she was in the foster care system. Her kids was in the foster care system, and I end up helping her navigate through the foster care system, also having custody of her kids. And also a foster parent a of my daughter's siblings. So I had custody of my daughter's siblings. Again, heart of God. So when I was going through foster care and in those group homes, I always said when I grew up, I was going to change it. I don't know how I was going to change it, but even if it was just one child, I was going to change it, because when you're in foster care, you don't ask to be in foster care. It's not your fault. 9 times out of 10, I can't even imagine how it is unless you just keep running away and you can't deal with it. But 9 times out of 10, you're not asked to be in foster care. You shouldn't be treated like you've asked to be there. So I said I was going to change it. So that's how I started with Seventh Dream Helping Hearts. I started on a path to do a group home. I haven't gave up on that. I'm still working towards that. It's just a bigger giant that I haven't tackled yet. So what I started was a nonprofit. Again, it's called Seventh Dream Helping Hearts. We provide resources, mentorship, support groups, and also mind and meet events for pregnant and parenting teens. My focus is to get in with the ones that are in foster care. I just haven't had the connections to collaborate with them as of yet. But I do feel like if you're pregnant and parenting and you're in foster care group homes, you don't have anybody. And you need that support. You need to know that somebody's proud of you. You need to know that somebody's been there. And you can make better decisions if you have that support. If you know that the hardest part about being in foster care and being pregnant is that if you make the wrong decision, your child can get put in the system. If your child is in the system and you're a teen, it can be so hard for you to get that child out because you have to make adult decisions and you're not an adult yet. Yeah. So I've created Seventh Dream Helping Heart just to eliminate some of the barriers that we deal with as a teen, and not even just a teen. We go up to age 24. I'll help anybody that God allows me to. But being a parent, you're faced with so many different obstacles. You have to be an adult, you have to pay bills, but you still have to take care of your child. So our support groups, we have once a month. We have different topics that's built to help you learn, to have fun, to meet new people, to build those bonds. And we also have the mom and me events once a month as well, where we do something with our children, because having a bond with your child, interacting with your child is so important. I can't stress that enough. So we're just here serving the community. We also do different things in the community, and we just started in September, so we're getting there. But we had our first backpack drive, and it was a huge success. Lots of people came out. We gave out free backpacks. We gave out free food. We had some sponsors. So everything has been going great. And that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing.
I love it. I saw all the greatness, and I love that you have the specific of helping children, foster care children, because I know that that is definitely a need too. Especially I used to work for foster care and adoption agencies, so I've seen it firsthand. My sister does foster care as well, so I definitely understand firsthand the importance, and that's so amazing. And so for your support groups, are they able to join directly, or how do they get connected for that?
So our support groups, again, I will never turn anybody away if they wanted to join. Our support groups are for the people that have joined our program. They can log onto our website, they can visit our website, which is seventhDreamHelpingHearts.org. And they can just register. They can call, they can text, they can message me through Facebook. However you can get in touch with me, that's fine. And they just let me know they want to sign up for the program. So our support groups, if they sign up every month, I have a calendar out. I'm down to about April. I have groups set, but I'm still working things out. So if they just sign up through the website, we'll be able to let them know when the events are, where they are. If they need transportation, just let us know. We just want to make sure that they're there. And our support groups, each group, we provide food, refreshments as well. So we're going to feed you too while we're educating you and having fun.
That is amazing. Now, how can people from the community donate to your organization to help?
So if they can always go on the website. As soon as you go on the website, there's a beautiful donate button. Also, if they go on Facebook or Instagram, almost every time I post, I will always include that link because I'm new, I'm self-funded. So everything that I'm doing out of my pocket, or we have some donors that donate, or if we have different resources in the community that gives to our organization. So we definitely appreciate donations. We also have a Cash App, which is $ the number 7th Dream 22. So 7th Dream 22. So you can always send Cash Apps there. And that's pretty much it. So the link will go directly through PayPal. And again, if you contact me and say, hey, I would like to bless your organization, how do I do it? And I'll let you know.
Perfect. And as you see those links coming across the page there, donate to this organization. Being new is just a start, but we can help make it something special and do even more to give back to the community. So I'm so excited. Do you have any events coming up?
So right now we are working on a baby shower. So this is going to be in September. We are working on the first Saturday or the second Saturday. So right now we're trying to secure a location. We're going to have a baby shower for pregnant or parenting. So you don't have to be pregnant to attend. We're going to have where we have some self-care there. We're going to have people pampering our mothers. We're going to have a little inspiration. We're going to have people that can tell their stories or where they've been. So it'll be a little bit of a learning experience, an inspiration day, as well as a baby shower. The girls will be gifted. So if they're pregnant, of course, they'll get stuff because they have a baby coming. But if they're parenting, then they may get some stuff for themselves and the baby. So that's our event that we have coming up in September. And we also are working on a pop-up shop. So what I'm going to do, it's going to be a pop-up resource shop every second and fourth Saturday. I might have a different location. I might have the same location, but they can find me. They can get resources, and whatever donations I have or whatever I have to give, I'll be there to help our community. And it'll just be, whatever I'm blessed with. So I might have food this week. Next week, I might have diapers, but I'll definitely have the resources. You need some help. You want to sign up for the program. I'll be there.
Love it. Love it. Well, also, you can go to wrinklesocietyofhope.org, and there will be a link directly to her website. Also, as announcements come through, I'll be sharing them on Facebook and on our website as well. Anything else you would like to add?
No, I really want to say thank you for the opportunity. It has been my pleasure. Like, it has been amazing. So I definitely appreciate it. And anybody that can help our organization, whether they want to volunteer, donations are big, sponsorships. We are working on transitional housing for this same population. I have so many women that are looking for housing, and we're working towards that too. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, or like I said, donations is going to be the big one so we can make this possible. But I just really want to say thank you.
Well, thank you so much for even starting such amazing organization. I'm so excited to work with you, and I can't wait to connect. So you all go to that website, hit that donate button. I don't care if it's $5. If you got it, go ahead and donate something to this organization so that we can help these young ladies, help these families that are going through these things right now. That's what we are here for, is to help the community. And when these events are happening, drop off some donations. Diapers are expensive out there. Anything that you can donate to these families, and when these events happen, or even before the event happen, if you got it, give it, because that's how our community works. So yeah. Thank you so much for coming to the Wrinkles family today. I definitely appreciate you coming.
Thank you for having me. I definitely appreciate it.
Bye, Wrinkles.